Another important area for mobilization has been the active promotion of national multilingual policies. For example, the Maori Language Week was organized in New Zealand in July 2008 to promote the use of Maori language in everyday life. And I'm sure we're going to hear more of that this afternoon as we have the Maori Language Commissioner, Mr. Enare, with us this afternoon. There was also, for example, a seminar on cultural and language pluralism in the Republic of Bashkortostan that looked at language policies in the Russian Federation. There are also many excellent initiatives relating to multilingualism, literature, and translation as a means for promoting dialogue and mutual understanding. A few of these include a conference on intellectuals, artists, and linguistic diversity organized by the European Observatory of Plurilingualism. Also, the Multilingual Poetry Nights, organized in Montreal by the League of Canadian Poets, the Canada Arts Council, and the Conseil des Arts et des Lettres du Québec. Also, the 70th World Congress of the International Federation of Translators took place in Shanghai. This is a leading event in the global translation community. And indeed, here at the UN, we had the commemoration of the 1150th anniversary of the great Tajik Persian poet Abu Abdullah Rudaki. This was organized by the missions of the Republic of Tajikistan, Afghanistan, and the Islamic Republic of Iran here last June. Of course, other examples of projects can be provided that are a bit more difficult to classify because of their transversal characteristics. Here I'm thinking about initiatives such as the Exchange Theater program that produced unique works in French and English and in other languages, aiming at cultural exchange through theater. There have been many projects developed to enforce multilingualism in our public libraries, which is a great source of information for our youth. And there was an international meeting called Social and Educational Impact of Language Assessment, organized by the Cambridge University on the use of language tests and in the context of migration and citizenship, which are extremely important and have major language issues. This was attended by over 55 country delegates. Dear colleagues, language is a vital tool. Not only does it represent a means of communicating thoughts and ideas, but it also embodies collective identities. It forges our friendships and our cultural ties. It facilitates social and economic relationships. And yet, as we have heard, we are at risk of losing nearly half of the 7,000 currently recorded languages. And this, in part, is because these languages are not enough represented in our government, in our education systems, or on the media. We do need to act now, and we have to bring ourselves to think about ways of preserving cultural diversity. Cultural diversity is so fundamental to development and overall to the well-being of our whole world. The International Year of Languages provides a framework and a tool for us to move in the right direction. Whether in education, the media, or cyberspace, whether from the government or the public or private sectors, we need policies and practices that foster multilingualism. We need safeguarding measures that indeed have a positive impact on our endangered languages. As we will see in the next day and a half, with the help of our excellent panelists and our moderators, and indeed with the excellent work of our interpreters who help us so much here at the UN, day in and day out, there are many ways to address these challenges before us and make very good use of the opportunities before us. It is too early for us to assess the impact of the International Year of Languages, but UNESCO has had excellent ongoing feedback on what has been implemented in the different countries in association to this year. I would like to thank each of the hundreds of partners, participants, and supporters whose projects and initiatives really are making a difference, and we are going to hear about some of those this morning, this afternoon, and tomorrow morning. Speaking on behalf of UNESCO, I encourage each of them to indeed continue their work. Languages really do matter. I don't need to tell you that. But you'll see some interesting examples in the course of the next day and a half and models that we could replicate. As a follow-up to the actions I have just summarized for the International Year, I sincerely hope that this last event, marking the close of the International Year of Languages, will in fact be the beginning for many new initiatives. Thank you very much.
Merci, Rochelle.